alert, boys! Red alert. Beyond Light launches in less than a week, and Bungie has decided to give everyone the ability to farm exotics, high stat exotic armor, Ascendant Shards, and Enhancement Prisms at a stupidly fast rate. I don't care if you have been taking a break from D2 and you're just now coming back for Beyond Light, or if you've been playing the whole time. You need to take advantage of this. That's right, boys. Papa myfi is back, and with me, I bring your final chance to farm exotics before Beyond Light. With the method I'm about to show you, you will be getting multiple exotics every 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, this method is insane. But first, you know the drill. If you're new, and only if you enjoy the videos, then feel free to subscribe. Also, from now until Beyond Light, I'm going to be helping people that still need exotics like Outbreak, Whisper, Divinity, Anarchy, etc. Get them over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/myfi with an underscore at the end. So if you need them, then come on over, especially because some of those exotics are leaving when Beyond Light is here. Finally, I am giving away 3 copies of Beyond Light, the digital deluxe edition, of course. Link to enter that is at the top of the description. Okay, plugs done. Let's get into this insane exotic farm. The exotic farm I am talking about is the Nightfall Ordeal. If you all do not know, one of the best ways to farm exotics is by speedrunning Ordeal Nightfalls on Grandmaster difficulty, but it's only worth it if the strike that is the Nightfall Ordeal can be ran at blazing fast speeds. Throughout the season, we have had the Lake of Shadows become the Nightfall Ordeal, and if you don't know, the Lake of Shadows is one of the easiest strikes to speedrun. Well, right now, within Destiny 2 until the release of Beyond Light, every strike that has been an Ordeal Nightfall this season is available for you to choose from. And the best part is Bungie has enabled them all to have double loot drops. That means double exotics, double Ascendant Shards, double Enhancement Prisms, double everything. Now that's where I come in. I am here today to show you how to farm this strike crazy fast so you can get exotics crazy fast. So first up, I am going to go over the loadout you and your teammates should be using. Then I am going to go step by step, breaking down exactly how to beat this Nightfall the fastest. So for team composition, I would say Titan and Warlock are the most useful as they both offer team protection / healing. For Warlock, you are going to want to be running Middle Tree Dawnblade for Well of Radiance and healing nades, or Top Tree Voidwalker with Controverse Hold. For Titan, you're going to want to be running Top Tree Sentinel for Ward of Dawn, or Middle Tree Banner Shield with Ursa Furiosa. Then if you insist on running Hunter, then you should be using Bottom Tree Night Stalker so you can be invising you and your teammates constantly. Now for the weapon loadouts, and here I have 2 different team loadouts. The first loadout is going to be for the Grandmaster runs. This run is geared toward playing more on the safer side to minimize the chances of dying, because remember, if everyone dies in a GM Nightfall, then you are all sent to orbit. This loadout is as follows: 2 players running Izanai's Burden and 1 player running Divinity. The first player running Izzy should also be running some form of an energy weapon that can disrupt overload champions. Then finally, a Falling Guillotine with Whirlwind Blade for their power weapon slot. Now for Izzy player number 2, their loadout will be identical to Izzy player number 1, except their energy weapon will be one that can stagger unstoppable champions. Then finally, our Divinity player will be, of course, well, running Divinity for their energy slot, but for their kinetic slot, they will be running a weapon that can stagger unstoppable champions. So for this team loadout, we have 1 player that can stagger unstoppable champions, 1 player that can disrupt overload champion, and then the Divinity player who can do both. Now for loadout number 2, and this loadout is geared more toward Master Nightfalls and being fast with your completion times. This can also be used for the GM if you and your team are confident. This loadout is how you get sub 15-minute GM clears. All 3 players will be running, you guessed it, Mountaintop. 1 player will be running an energy weapon that can stagger unstoppable champions, and the other 2 players will be running energy weapons that can disrupt overload champions. Then for the power weapon, all players will be running Anarchy. Now for shield types, and well, there's only 2 in this Nightfall, Arc and Solar. Now technically there is Void enemies, but there's only 2 of them, and both of them are wizards. And well, as long as 1 person is running a Void subclass, then just throwing a quick grenade should take care of them. So for all of the energy weapons that I just mentioned above, well, I would suggest coordinating with your team to make sure someone is running Arc and someone is running Solar. Now for mods, and mods play a big part in Nightfall Ordeals. For team loadout number 1, the 2 Izzy players should be running sniper rifle mods like Sniper Rifle Ammo Finder, Reserves, and Scavenger, along with Special Ammo Finders. Special Finisher is a must if you decide to go with team loadout number 1 that uses 2 Izzies and 1 Divinity. Then for team loadout number 2, all players should be running full grenade launcher mods, so Geo Ammo Finder, Loader, Reserves, and Scavenger. Now for mods that you should use no matter if you're using Team Loadout number 1 or Team Loadout number 2. Charge with Light mods like Protective Light and Taking Charge or Counter Charge, any Taken mods such as Taken Barrier or Taken Armaments, and finally the Overload Grenade mod and the Oppressive Darkness mod. So now that you know the loadouts you should be running for either GM or Master, let's get into a GM run, and if you do plan on running Master and not a GM, well, the run that I'm about to break down is the same in terms of the numbers and placements of champions. It's just the champions are beefier. As soon as you and your team spawn in, you should all hop on your Sparrow and Sparrow to the first room. Here, you will be in a broken building overlooking a courtyard with some Taken enemies, an unstoppable champion, and a Taken Blight. Your first priority is to take out the Taken enemies with arc shields as they shoot action bolts that will one-shot you. Once all enemies are dead, including the champion, you should push up without killing the Blight. Up the road, you will be rushed by 2 unstoppable champions. Take them out and then clear the adds in the immediate area. Once the adds and the 2 unstopped champs are dead, send one person back to destroy the Blight while the other 2 people sit behind where an unstopped champ will spawn. As soon as it spawns, hit it with an Oppressive Darkness grenade and disrupt it. Then the 2 players that sat back should hit it with their power weapons. If done correctly, you should immediately kill it. After that, continue to push up, killing adds until you reach an overload champ on a ledge. Take care of it, then turn right where you will see a wide open courtyard with a Taken Blight. Here, you will face multiple solar shield captains, which you should immediately dispatch as they will mess you up. After those are dead, you will turn your focus to the Taken Blight where 2 unstopped champs will rush you. Take them out along with the rest of the adds and push up without killing the Blight. 2 people will push forward and get behind where the 2 overload champs and the mini boss spawns, while the third person waits at the Blight. When the Blight is destroyed, the adds will spawn. A quick Nova with an Oppressive Darkness / Overload nade should take care of the champs. The third person that stayed behind to kill the Blight should hit the mini boss with everything they have from the front, while the other 2 people that killed the Overload champs hit the mini boss from the back. After everything is dead, progress through the tunnel to the next area. This area consists of you and your team progressing down flights of stairs killing adds. There are no champs here, but at the very bottom of the area, there is a Taken captain, so be mindful of that. Once the area is clear, you can progress through the tunnel, but not too fast because as soon as you exit the tunnel, you will be greeted by 2 unstopped champs. Feel free to backtrack into the tunnel you were just in for cover while you deal with those champs. Once the champs are dead, you can progress to the bridge encounter. Here you will find tons of adds, champs, and the wanted enemy. Kill adds while ignoring the wanted enemy. There will be an overload champ up top on an overhang. Jump up and take care of it, but before jumping down, you should look straight out and down a little bit where you will see another overload champion. Take it out. From there, jump down and hug the far left side of the area and wait before the gap for the wanted enemy to escape. Once the wanted enemy is gone, you will see 2 champions on the other side of that gap. Throw supers and Oppressive Darkness to take care of them. From here, the only thing left in this area is a Taken captain. Kill it and move on to the next area. Once you enter the next area, there will be adds and an unstopped champ. Take care of everything, then progress to the staircase. Here, there will be 2 Taken knights and an overload champ. Pop supers and do whatever you have to do to dispatch them all. From here, progress up the stairs and take out the Taken captain, then progress into the room. Once in the room, there will be adds and a wizard blocking your path. Clear the room and progress forward into the last area before the boss room. As soon as you enter, you will be greeted by an overload champ and some adds. Clear them all and then progress into a tight corridor where another overload champ will be. Once it's dead, turn to your left and you will see yet another overload champ. Take that one out and then progress up and down into the boss room. In the boss room, there will be a Taken Blight and adds. Kill the adds and then get into position before destroying the Blight. If you are using swords, then as soon as the Blight is destroyed, pop a bubble or a well and start sorting the boss. You will be fully shielded while you kill the boss as long as you have a bubble or a well. If you are using anarchies, then back up after destroying the Blight and get ready to throw Oppressive Darkness, supers, and anarchy shots. Either way, the boss will go down within 30 seconds. Get to cover and wait for about 15 seconds for the adds in the room to despawn, and you will get your loot. Congrats, you are done. And there we go. Some of you all might have noticed that this video seems a tad bit familiar, and that's because it is. I reused the middle part of the video, excluding the intro and outro, of course, from a video I made a few months back because, well, the strat hasn't changed, and the methods I showed in this video are still the best. Also, because I reused the video from a while back, that's why I mentioned Master Nightfalls. I just want to clarify that the Lake of Shadows on Master difficulty is not available, but that really doesn't matter because the best way to farm exotics is on GM difficulty anyway. So now what are you waiting for? Go and get to farming, as this will be your last chance to farm exotics before Beyond Light. But now I need something from you. Yes, you. I need you to let me know in the comment section what exotics you are missing. Are you just, missing a few? Are you missing a lot? Or are you a gamer and you have them all? Let me know in the comment section. With all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then feel free to drop a like, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.